I'm trying to be like this ride or die down bitch. I'm like, boy, when I tell y'all, I was just like, okay, if he got to be in there like for like 5 years, bro, I can't do it, bro. Like, we just gonna have to try giving him.
A few moments later.
Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Coco. Welcome back to Coco's TV. So I haven't posted a video in a little minute, but you know, I'm feeling cute. And bitch, guess what? I got a new phone. I know y'all see this quality is way better. And we in there, like, I'm talking about college vlogs, everything. I'm about to do everything. I got this phone. And yeah. But I'm here with another video for you guys. Hold on, let me move y'all a little bit. So we got a story time about toxic ex. And if you watched my last video, you would know who that is. So I'm going from them girls into the toxic ex. Like it's all aligned with each other, you know. I was trying to see if I wanted to go in order or if I wanted to do it all over the place. So I'm gonna just go in order so you guys can understand the timeline of me and the background of me, you know. So we is about toxic ex. This is about how we just like first met, dealing with each other. I did some things in this story time, but you know, you live and you learn. I was young and yeah. But tune in for the video, grab your snacks, whatever you need. I appreciate the views and the likes and stuff I'm getting. So just stay with me, subscribe, and let's go. Okay, so boom, I'm picking up from where I left off with the girl story time, but this is about toxic ex. I'm either gonna call him toxic ex, Kendrick, Bam Bam, whatever the fuck comes to my mind. We talking about him, okay? Y'all got it. So we just got close. We got closer from there. We was still like in that talking stage, but then we transferred to dating. Bam Bam, he lived, we're gonna say Memphis. I'm not gonna say where he was from, but he lived in Memphis. I'm in Texas at the time. So we just chilling, we vibing. And so when we first like got together a little bit, I was in the wrong and I did something that I feel like fucked up the dynamic of our relationship because of the type of person he was and the type of person I am. Like, I don't know. I feel like, hold on, I'm gonna take these glasses off. They hurt my eyes. So I feel like once I did this, that just fucked everything up. But you know, I was young, we live and we learn. Let me just tell y'all what I did. So one day, this was around, we got together a little bit after I was dealing with this one boy that I went to high school with. You know, I don't know why I was so stuck with him. Like, it wasn't even a real relationship. It was just, I don't know. It was a lot going on when I was in high school, to be honest. I honestly don't fucking know. So I'm still stuck on him a little bit. Like, we ended in like a weird way. So it was just weird. So one day he texted me and he lived across the street from where like my apartments was, which is weird. Like, they moved to where we live like a little bit. So it was just weird. So one day he texted me. He was just like, I'm at the basketball court. Like, come outside. And me, I'm like, okay, I know I got a boyfriend. But I want to, like, I don't know. Like, I just like, what can basketball do, you know? So we go to the basketball court and things like that. Oh, wait. Was this before? Y'all, this happened. I'm sorry, y'all, but this happened before I fell out with them girls. I think. I'm not sure. I don't fucking remember. I think it was before or after. I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. But I go to the basketball court. We playing basketball and stuff. Like, it was cool. It was a vibe. And so I was just like, it was awkward a little bit, though, because he started just like, I'm about to go. And then he was just like, I'll walk with you. So I started walking with him. And then we walking and stuff, and then I ended up going home, and he go home. And so I did that, and I told them girls, yes, it was after. I told them girls, like, oh my God, like, I did something, I feel bad, but like, I did something, I feel bad about it. And so they was just like, what you do? Like, you know, what you do? But I never told them. I just told them that I feel bad, like, oh, I feel like I cheated, like, I feel bad, you know? And so they kept like, whenever I used to be on the phone with him, they would be like, oh, she got something to tell you. Like, she you know, she did something. And so I'm going to tell you how he found out. So one day, so he found out because Toxic ex-cousin and Pooh was cool. And Pooh asked, she was like, why you still follow her? Like, why she still follow me? And he was just like, well, that's my cousin girl. Like, he was just, you know, so he told Toxic X, and Toxic X was defending me like, what you mean? Like, don't bring my girl up. So when this bitch gonna say, you defended that girl whole time she cheated on you or something like that. Like, damn! She did this. And I was just like, why would you say that? Like, I know I was in the wrong. I was mad at her for that, but it's just like, you know, that shit was eating at me. But I really didn't do nothing wrong. Like, I didn't do nothing wrong because I knew after I did what I did, I felt bad about it, you know? So I was just like, fuck, why would you tell this nigga? And so he was just like, bro, you cheat on me. Like, he got so mad at me. He was just like, cheating on me. And I was just like, you know, crying, trying to get my man back, telling him like, yeah, we just played basketball and I just missed him. It was a whole lot. I was wrong. I was down bad. I should never did that to that boy. So I was like, are you gonna break up with me? He was like, no. But I could tell after that, like, his trust was fucked up with me. Like, he tried, but like, he was just like, no. I don't know. I feel like, because now he in an era where he's just like, he just doing bitches down bad. And I hope it's not because of me. I really hope not. But anyways, so he found out, whatever. He was mad. We didn't break up. We stayed together. It was like awkward. It was weird for a little bit. And I felt so bad. Like, I was crying. Like, I felt bad. But, I mean, we eventually got back to where he was. I don't know. The whole time I feel like he was just like, okay, I feel like he either did something or he was going to get his get back on me. I feel like that's what it was. He sure did get his get back. He did. He got his get back, all right. But, so, anyways, move past that. We stayed together or whatever. So, now this next incident, this shit is it's gonna get crazy. Our relationship was wild. So, one day, I seen something. No, I didn't see nothing. I didn't see it until afterwards. Sorry, y'all. I be getting excited. So one day I'm at the mall with my sister and we shopping, and I was texting my toxic ex, and I was just like, what you doing and stuff? But he was acting weird, like something was wrong with him. And so I was just trying to figure like, what'd you do? Like, you know, he was talking about look on the news, or like you gonna see it on the news or something. And I was confused, like, what are you talking about? So he sent me a post, and I'm not like understanding like, oh, you got something to do with that shit. Like, I wasn't thinking that, so I'm just like, okay, it's like, damn, that's crazy. And then, boom. So, I'm at the mall, and he's not really texting me back, and I think my phone died. So, I get home, and I'm calling him. I call him, we talking, we on the phone. And so, he leaves the room. So, he leaves the room, and the police at the door. And he's trying to tell the police, like, oh, she, my girl on the phone, like, I'm gonna tell her what's going on, like, but they wouldn't let him. So he told his sister to go, like, hang up the phone. And the phone hung up, and I didn't know, like, what else was going on after that. Like, I was just confused, like, where the fuck is my man? Like, what the fuck is happening? But I know this because I know after the fact. That's why I'm telling you guys. So, I'm just looking for him. And when I tell y'all, bitch, I'm a detective on my soul, I'm gonna find it out.
Clock that T.
Clock it.
Clock that T.
So I'm looking. I get home and I'm just like, where the fuck is he at? Like, something is not right. And so I look at what he sent me earlier, and then I start reading like the ages of like who was the suspects and things like that. And I'm like, okay, he got something to do with this. Like, some way, somehow he got something to do with this. And I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, when I tell y'all, I was looking up, y'all know when you try to find like somebody in the jail and you pay them, like, you put their number and their address. I was trying to find, I didn't know his mom, like, number, no nothing. So I'm trying to find his mama address, where his mama stay. I'm trying to see where he stayed, because I had his location. So I'm trying to see everything, but it was not working. I was so mad, because I'm like, where is my man, you know? So I'm looking for him. I'm looking for the mom, I'm looking for the auntie, I'm looking for the auntie Facebook, all that. None of them was working. I was trying to text his cousin, nothing was working. I'm like, he not trying to give you the number. They not. I'm trying to find my man. Where's my man? I'm in distress. My Shayla.
Oh my God, my Shayla.
So I'm like, where the fuck is my nigga? So I'm steady looking. I'm paying for like $1 little things. Tell you I was on my detective shit. So the first day I didn't find nothing. The second day, that's when I think he had court or whatever, and he got a chance to give his mama my Instagram. So his mama texted me on Instagram, and I was just like, who is this? And then it was his mama. So his mama was just like, damn, do I still have the messages? If I do, I got them, I'm gonna put them up there. So his mom was just like, hey, Toxic X told me to text you. He's da-da-da. He said he loves you, miss you, da-da-da-da. I was just like, that little jail talk. Nigga, when you need. I'm sorry, y'all. So his mama texted me that, and I'm just like, okay. Oh, I finally got in contact with his mama. So his mom told me what's going on. So I'm calling the I got the address to where he at. She told me like how to write when to send letters or whatever. And so I'm calling him. First time I called him, I wasn't able to talk to him. The second time I called him, it was when I was like about to go to counseling. And so I'm on the phone with him, and he's just like, he was just like, hey, she was like, who's this? I was like, this Ansley. He was just like, oh, hey, baby, like, did I miss you? Like, you know, I was like, boy, I told y'all I was gonna find you. And we was just laughing. He was just like, I miss you, And he was just like, your mom told me you was crying. I was like, yeah, bitch, I was like, yeah. Of course I'm crying. Ooh. We was talking, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna call you whenever I get, like, about to go to sleep, whatever. So he do that, and then he called me. We about to go to sleep, and then the lady was like, a lady was in his business. Like, I'm trying to talk to my girl. Like, she was just like, oh, but he was just like, I love you, His mom was like, where you find her? Like, she's sweet. But, yeah, so that's how that went. And he was in there for, like, I was going through it that whole, like, time. Like, I'm talking about I was crying, depressed, like, everything. Like, that's why I try to keep myself focused and busy. Because whenever something traumatic or something is happening, like, that shit affects me hard. Like, emotion, like, I go through all the stages of grieving and things like that. So I was just like, I was depressed, I was down, I was crying. I was going on through hell with that boy. I ain't lying. Just too much. I lost myself for real, to be honest, with that boy. But she was just like, girl, it's okay. Like, boy, I'm trying to be like this ride or die down bitch. I'm like, boy, when I tell y'all, I was just like, okay, if he got to be in there like for like 5 years, bro, I can't do it, bro. Like, we just gonna have to try again when we get out. When I tell y'all, like, I was just staying for the ride, but in my back of my head, I'm like, well, maybe I can stay. Like, you know, maybe y'all can hold him down. Child, bye.
Girl, bye. Bye.
Girl, bye. Anyways, so he in there, I'm texting him every day on Instagram. Like, I'm talking about every day I would text him and be like, hey, good morning, good night. Like, how you doing? Like, I don't even think he got the Instagram no more. And I hope I can find his messages. If I do, I'm going to put him up here. So I'm texting him every day. Like, I'm talking about good morning, good night. When I tell you, I'm such a good-ass girlfriend. Like, I swear to God, I'm a good-ass girlfriend. Like, but I'm texting him every night. It just made me feel like he was with me. I'm crying. I'm talking to myself like I'm with him. Like, the attachment was crazy. So we just doing it. It was a weight game. Like, he getting out this, he getting out. But they bonded him out. His people got him out. The shit was expensive, like, for real. Because it had something to do with a child. But nothing happened to the child, y'all. I'm not going to get into that. But, you know. So they got him out. And when they got him out, he called me. Like, I'm not sure if his mama, like, it was crazy because I knew that he was getting out. So I'm laying down on my bed, just like chilling, and I think I got a call from his mom. And so, because his mom was like, call your girlfriend. So he calls me, and I'm answering. I'm like, hello. He was talking. I didn't recognize him or nothing. He was just like, and he was just like, babe. I was like, oh my God, my babe. I was like, When I said I was jumping up, like I said I was gonna practice how I was gonna be when he called me, but I'm jumping up, like screaming, like, "Oh my God, my baby, like, how are you?" I was just turned, like, "Oh, I miss my baby." At the time, let me correct that, because I love my man now. Anyways, so I'm just like jumping up, screaming, happy. I'm like, "Ooh, my nigga home." Da, 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 da. And so he just called me, and he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna call you when I get home." So he just with his people. Then he called me when he get home. Like, I was so excited. We was talking and stuff, and we was just talking to each other in the camera. Like, we just got back. So he come home, and we getting closer back to things. Like, you know, so now it's time for me to see him. You know, we long distance, and it's time for me to see him. And this is also who took my virginity as well. Yes. So on my birthday, on my 16th, 17th, 16th birthday. So my 16th birthday, I begged my mom. I was like, "Mama, I want to go see him. I want to go see him. I want to go see him." So we go to Memphis. Not Memphis, but we go to Memphis. And so it's my mama, my daddy, and me. Which I love them for that. Like, I really do. My mama and my dad not even like, you know, together or whatever, but she was not going down there because that's where he's from. So she was not going down there without him, you know, because she didn't know. She be, I don't know, mom be scary sometimes. So it's me, my daddy, and we in the car, and we going to see Toxic X. So I was so excited. I was texting him. I was so happy. He was excited too. He was just like, "I can't wait to see you." Da, da, da. I wanted to come see him that night instead of night, but my mama, she was not going for that. She was just like, "No." So when I got there, I just went to the hotel and just, you know, but I wanted to stay the night. Like, I wanted to, you know, chill and cuddle up with my man. So, ooh, we get to the hotel, but I'm looking like, oh, boy, I was just looking hot, man. It's like, I don't know what the fuck. Child, man, I had a glow up, bro. I was looking hot, man. So I go see him looking crazy as fuck. And I see him, and I was just like, okay, like, he's tall, like, you know, he's cute, whatever. Like, I have not seen him before, but I didn't see him in person before that. So I'm just like, okay, he's cute or whatever. And we chilling. So we was trying to sneak off and go be nasty. So my mom and my dad was waiting in the car for his mama. So she was just like, okay, let's go in the room. So we go in the room, and we started just like kissing, and that's when I did it. It hurt. Like, I mean, it felt good after a while, but it hurt really bad. Like, it hurt bad. So we did what we did. We was just excited. We had fun. Like, we was just chilling and stuff. And then his mama come in the room, and she was just like, my hair was fucked up, but she was just like, and when I say I was so embarrassed, like, oh my God, why his mama just do that? And so after that, we got dressed. We went to the movies and stuff. His mama got me a gift and things like that. And then on that, we was hugging and stuff. He gave me a jacket, and then we came back home. And then that was my birthday. A little bit after my birthday, we broke up because of, I don't know why. Why did we break up? I don't know. I feel like we was getting toxic. Like, it wasn't working. Like, I feel like his feelings had changed to me. My feelings were still the same, but it's just like we was at two different, you know, headspaces. And he had a lot going on with what happens, because he was on an ankle monitor, so he wasn't able to do a lot of things, you know. So we broke up, but we still was in communication. Like, we still was talking, like, checking up on each other. He swore up and down, like, "You still my baby, you're not going nowhere, woo, 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 woo," whatever. And I sure was not. I was still dealing with him, you know. We young. And so we, what happened? Was that before we got back together? So we ended up, yeah, we did. So we took a break for a little bit, but we ended up getting back together right before he came to stay. So, this is when I met his cousin too, and I got a series about that dirty, nasty, ugly ass bitch. Damn! You don't get no fuck his cousin. He know it's fuck his cousin. Yeah. Any fucking ways. So This is when I went over there. He was not trying to let me go over there because he was like, it's ghetto. Like, we don't got no beds, no nothing. Baby, I'm trying to see you. I'm trying to get that ding-a-ling. So, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just honest, bro. So, I'm trying to see him or whatever. And he was just like, no. But he finally let me come. And so, when he finally let me come, I ended up meeting his cousin. We're going to call his cousin. She a girl, by the way. We're going to call his cousin Yellowbone. Yellowbone. She was yellow, and she was just yellow. She was like light skinned. She was decent. She was decent. She wasn't ugly, but she wasn't pretty either. Anyways, so we gonna call her Yellowbone. So Yellowbone was there, and I think no, it was just Yellowbone and somebody else. But so I meet Yellowbone. This is when I meet Yellowbone, and she gonna have her own series. So I'm not gonna really bring up. She gonna be a part of this, but I'm not gonna go into depth about her. And so this is when I first came over to his house. I meet her. We was blowing it down, whatever. Me and him chilling. We know we do our own little thing as usual. We just never like where we used to be at it. I ain't lying. So I meet her, and then before I left his house, he did some weird shit. Like, I don't remember what I said something about a nigga or like because we wasn't together, but we was together, but we wasn't together. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna call my nigga or whatever, something like that. And he was just like, oh, you wanna do that? This nigga calls a girl, like call a girl in my face and say like, you wanna FaceTime or whatever. So then he gonna make me leave, but I accepted so much shit from this whole situation. We're not gonna talk about it. So he was just like, well, now you gotta leave. And I was just getting irritated, like, okay, you wanna do like that? I'm gonna leave, and I'm not gonna never come back, which I did come back like a dummy. But anyways, so I ended up leaving, and I was like, I wanna know like who cause Yellowbone Plug is. This is before I knew and before they told me about her and like what type of person she was. Like, she was grimy, she like to use people for money. But, you know, I looked at the situation as, like, from a girl seeing her situation, like, well, maybe she just, no, I shouldn't have did that. Like, I should have listened, and I should have never tried to been, you know, be nice. Because being nice always gets me taken advantage of. I need to stop being nice. Any fucking ways. So, I was just like, I want to know. So, he gave me the number. I text her. She was just like, okay. And then she was just like, you wanna just come over here and like we go have or something like that. But I was just like, okay, that's cool. Like, I don't mind going back over there. Shit, I like going over there. So I tell him about it. He was just like, okay, cool. Mind you, I had just left like that. Either that day, the other day, or the day before, and I'm coming right back, you know. Hey y'all, so it's editing me, and I forgot to mention this part. So the person we got the weed from was Toxic ex-brother. And they didn't even fuck with her for real. So, but they didn't know that I was the one who was getting it. So they got the weed, and so they found out like, oh, like I paid for it, I got it. And they was like, they started laughing like, oh fuck, like my bad. Like we ended up giving her a booth because we thought she was buying it, but the whole time it was me. And I didn't understand like what they was talking about at first. I was just like, what you mean? Like I was just like, I just give me a little bit, like I didn't want it for real. But they just felt bad because it was like, damn, we gave us a booth. I'm sorry, y'all. It was like, damn, we gave us some booth. But the whole time, the weed was, they thought it was going to her, but it was going to me. But he ended up giving me some good shit, and it was cool after that. But they didn't even fuck their own cousin, for real. It's crazy. So that's how that was. I became cool with her. She was just cool. He would smoke. She was cool at first. I'm gonna say that. So we used to be over there just chilling, smoking. Me and him was doing what we was doing. I don't know. It was weird. Like, I don't know. You know, I don't know. But that's how I met her. That's like when I first started meeting her or whatever. But we just would go over there. And then I feel like it started to become too much, me going over there. And he wanted to, like, do his own thing. So he was just not like respond to me as much, and I still had that like I want to be with you, like I want to be with you, you know. So, and like I said, like I lost myself in him. Like all I seen was him and me, and that's all I just wanted. Like all I could think about. Y'all know y'all been that low, but I was low. I was low, man. I was low. And now that I look back now and I see the situation for what it is, it's just like, ugh. Like you. I don't even like, honestly, I don't want that. In my life, I don't want that. I can't do that. So it's just like, ugh. Like, I don't even like you no more. Like you dusty, crusty, musty, busty. No, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. Anyways, so we just would, like, it got to a point where it's just like, okay, bitch, you coming over way too fucking much. Go your ass home. So I was just like, okay. But, like, I didn't like it because I always wanted to be with him. Like, when I tell you I was going through so much at that time, I just wanted to escape. Like, I just wanted, you know. And being with him was just, it helped me get my mind off of what was going on. Like, I liked his house. Like, his house was, like, a breath of fresh air. Like, I could sleep. Like, I don't know. And also, I want to say this, like, as a message to any, like, girls, high school, young girls that's going through things. And, like, I've been there where you just rely on someone, like a boyfriend or whatever, to help you get out of that. Or you just use them as an escape. And it's, like, the relationship not good. Just don't get out of that, bro. Don't even wrap yourself into that, like. Honestly, I feel like when you going through something, go through them emotions, cry, get through it, be alone. Like, I'm telling you, it's going to feel like everything, the world is just coming to an end, but just push yourself through. Just be by yourself. Talk to yourself, God. Like, that's the time. Get closer to God, bro. Don't get closer to no nigga, no female, no whatever. No drugs, no nothing. Get closer to God, because God, he gonna bring you out of that. I promise you. It's just a season. Like, I just want to tell you guys that don't lose yourself over no boy. Please do not. You are bad. You are pretty. You are strong. Do not lose yourself over no fucking nigga. Real spill. But alright, let's get back to the video. It was just an attachment. We was really close. Like, we was just like besties. Like, regardless, I feel like regardless of a relationship, if we was to be friends, I feel, you know, if you ever met somebody, you're just like, I think we better as friends. And I think so too. Maybe like that just became that. And the relationship, it wasn't really a relationship. Like, we was just fooling around, basically. Like, fooling around with no title. He was doing his own thing. I was doing his own, like, my own thing. But we still was just like, we was doing our own thing, but we still was just with each other. Like, I'm telling you. It was so many times where we were just like, I don't know. It's just like toxic. We just toxic. I ain't gonna get into it. I'm not gonna get into it. But I got some more to tell to the story time. So I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you guys like this video. This video probably is all over the fucking place. But that's just an introduction of him. And I might finish the drama at Wendy's story time, or introduce his weird ass cousin. But until next time.
Oh, you lost